Let me ask you something. Why is it that some older men walk into a room, say just a few words, and suddenly they have everyone's attention? No flashy lines, no trying too hard, just presence. Let's be real. This isn't luck, it's psychology. And today I'm breaking down the asterisks, two simple words asterisks older men often use that trigger attraction in women on a deeper level. But here's the twist. It's not about manipulation. It's about emotional intelligence, boundaries, and confidence. And most people don't talk about this. So here's what's going wrong for a lot of people. They think attraction is about saying the perfect thing, memorizing lines, trying to impress, or shaping themselves into someone they think others will like. But women, especially emotionally aware women, don't connect with scripts. They connect with energy. They connect with authenticity. They connect with how they feel asterisks around you. Do they feel respected? Do they feel heard? Do they feel safe being themselves? Older men tend to understand this better, not because they're magically more attractive, but because they've experienced enough to stop pretending. And what they often land on is something incredibly simple. I understand. That's it. No performance, no pressure, just two words. Now I know what you might be thinking. That sounds too basic, but here's the truth. Simple doesn't mean weak. Psychologically, those words hit deep. When someone hears I understand, they're not just hearing a sentence. They're feeling I'm being heard. I'm not being judged. My emotions matter. And in today's world, that's rare. Most people are half listening while checking their phones or waiting for their turn to speak. Very few people are actually present. And that presence, it creates emotional safety. And emotional safety is one of the most underrated drivers of attraction, not just physical attraction, but real lasting connection. Because let's be honest, emotional intelligence is attractive, not in a loud, showy way, but in a grounded, calm, confident way. Think about this in real life. Someone tells you they had a stressful day. A lot of people respond like this. You're overthinking it. It's not a big deal. Just ignore it. Sounds familiar, right? Now compare that to I understand. That sounds like a lot. Same situation, completely different impact. One shuts the conversation down, the other opens it up. Or imagine someone sharing something personal, maybe something from their past. A lot of people get uncomfortable here. They change the subject, they try to fix it, they minimize it. But someone emotionally aware, I understand why that would affect you. No pressure, no judgment, just understanding, and that builds trust. Let's talk about online dating for a second, because this matters even more there. Most messages are shallow, repetitive, or just plain lazy. Hey, what's up? Or something worse. Now imagine someone actually pays attention. I read what you said about valuing honesty. I understand why that matters. It's rare these days. That's different. That shows effort. That shows awareness. That shows you're actually seeing the person. Here's what's really happening underneath all this. When you genuinely express understanding, you're showing emotional maturity, patience, self-awareness, respect. And here's something important. You're not chasing approval. You're not trying to impress. You're just present. And that kind of calm confidence, that's what stands out. Because real confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need to prove anything. It just exists. But let's be clear about something. This is not a trick. You can't just throw around I understand and expect it to work. People can feel when it's fake. If you're not actually listening, if you're just waiting to say the right thing, it will come off as empty. Fast. Authenticity matters. So if you don't understand something, be honest. I don't fully understand, but I'd like to. That's real. And that honesty builds even more trust. So how do you actually apply this in your own life? Start simple. Slow down your conversations. You don't need to rush to respond. Take a moment. Listen fully. Then speak. Stop trying to fix everything. Not every problem needs a solution. Sometimes people just want to be heard, and that's enough. Watch how you respond to emotions. Instead of dismissing or minimizing, acknowledge. I understand why that matters to you. It changes the tone instantly. Respect boundaries. If someone opens up, don't push for more. Let them share at their own pace. That's how trust grows. And don't forget this applies online too. Texts, voice notes, DMs, tone can easily be misunderstood. So being clear, calm, and respectful matters even more. Also, do the internal work, because you can't truly understand others if you don't understand yourself. Pay attention to your own emotions, your reactions, your triggers, your boundaries. Self-awareness isn't optional, it's essential. Let's zoom out for a second. Modern dating is messy. Too many options, too little depth, a lot of fear around vulnerability, and because of that, people crave something real. Not perfect, not impressive, just real. And genuine understanding cuts through all the noise. Here's the truth most people overlook. Attraction isn't about saying more. It's about saying what actually matters. And sometimes less is more. Those two words, I understand, aren't powerful because they're clever. They're powerful because they're rare and because they reflect something deeper: awareness, respect, presence. So next time you're talking to someone, whether it's a date, a conversation, or even a message, don't focus on impressing. Don't overthink every word. Just be there, actually listen. And when you truly get where they're coming from, say it. I understand. Because when it's real, those two words can create more connection than anything else you could say. If this shifted how you think about attraction, communication, or relationships, stick around. Because this isn't just about dating, it's about connection. And that's what actually makes the difference.